powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you're denying funny face.
It's not my brother.
Today you're denying funny face.
I don't know him.
You don't know funny face.
It's not my brother.
You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Boabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
Hello, my name is Priscilla Na Akle Planch. I'm a survivor of a road accident. It wasn't easy for me. I went through 6 surgeries and for 2 years I was using crutches. It wasn't an easy experience and I don't want you to go through the same. So please follow all the road safety regulations that you have to. Don't drive tired, don't drink and drive. And to my fellow friends who ride motorcycles, please, the road signals are for you as well. Please pay attention to them. Stay safe, do the right thing and save a life.
But immediately you say, oh, I hope it's not that girl that you are going out with. That girl cry, you have not been checking out. So that day, immediately you say it, immediately I get out, I'm like, hey, where is she?
They fuck. So it's like pam 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 O2 man can so yeah there you don't even know. They're just exhausting their strength, but they are not really delivering anything.
No matter the age, when a man sees that he's going in for a younger lady, the man prepares himself the man is fast. The kind of rounds, the kind of roles, the kind of styles he's going to even introduce you, the lady, into. You would ask yourself, oh, how did you do that? And at the end of the day, you will be calling him Daddy, Zazie.
Daddy. Every day is bedroom, off the light. You don't even see the panty she's wearing. No lingerie. No undresses. How about try the kitchen? How about get to know her love language so that you can foreplay her? You know, you're in the office. You're like, and I'm about Mary Rose. You know, Sunday she's like.
Yes, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So 2021, I spoke about we having to invest our monies. But what are the things that you need to know before you invest? This video will tell you exactly what you need to know before you invest. But before I go into the video, if you are new here, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything that I post on this channel. So for most people, whenever I interact with them and I talk about investment, the first question on their mind is, how much returns am I making? How much money will I be getting from this investment I'm doing? That's okay, but investments should just go beyond the returns you're making. Because trust me, if you just focus on returns, you might make the wrong investment decisions, and we don't want that to happen to our finances. So this video will show you questions you need to ask yourself before you start thinking of investment. So let's go straight into the video. Now, for most people, it's about asking the whys. Why am I investing? What is my goals and what's my objectives for investment? So that's the first question you need to ask yourself. Why am I investing? Is it, for example, for my retirement property that I want to have? Is it for travel? Is it for my children's education? So defining your goals and objectives will shape where you should invest. Let's give an example. Let's say you're looking at, let's say, planning for your children's education, or let's say retirement, which probably is the long-term future. What do? It means that you should probably consider something which is long-term in nature, or the investment you should do should probably be long-term. Let's say I'll look at, let's say, a fixed income unit trust. I'll look at a bond. I'll look at a real estate investment trust. Probably even consider shares or stocks, because these are all long-term. But if, for example, I'm looking at saving some monies for, let's say, school fees that's due in 6 months, I wouldn't consider stocks. Why? Because they are volatile, and in the short term, it might not help me achieve the goals that I want to do. So the whole aim is to know why you are investing, then feeding it into what will help you achieve that goal. Now, the second thing that you need to know, or the second question that you need to ask yourself before you invest is, how much money am I willing to lose? What is my risk appetite? So it's interesting to know that. Ask yourself, if, for example, I invest in this investment A and it loses 20% of its value, or there's a dip, what would I do? Will I run to withdraw my money, or would I probably add more money, or would I just stay cool, stay calm, and see what the next thing or the next investment would be like? So asking yourself what your risk appetite or your risk tolerance level is will help you determine what you should invest in. For example, you don't want any risk at all. You are risk averse. Then you should probably look at, let's say, a treasury bill or a government bond, because in finance, we say these securities are probably risk-free, as in the risk of default by the government is relatively low. Now, there are categories of the risk tolerance level, and there are 4 categories. So on the bottom is the risk averse, in the people that don't want any form of risk. Then we have risk neutral people. So they appreciate the level of risk, like some people like that. Then we have the more tolerant people. So these people, they appreciate risk. They are willing to take on some risk, aggressive risk takers. Those people who are eager, looking for some high risk investment to pursue and get some returns. But for one thing I've realized for most people is that they think that the higher the risk, the higher the return. In finance, actually, the higher the risk, the higher the expected return. And most people forget to use the term expected. So all they know is if the risk is high, that means I'm getting a good return. No. It might fail you. So again, if, for example, you see your friend who is probably an aggressive risk taker investing in probably, let's say, bitcoins, or investing, let's say, or doing forex trading, and you think a person is making great returns, probably a person is an aggressive risk taker. But maybe you're a risk averse person, but because you are focusing on the returns, you might want to probably jump into the forex trading or the cryptocurrencies that the person is is investing in it. And probably because of its volatile nature, after maybe like a week or two, you see that there's a dip in the money or in the value of your investment. Now you have big trouble for you. So in determining your risk tolerance levels, for me, 2 things should help you shape that or help you categorize where you should fall in your risk tolerance level. Now, the first thing is your health, and number 2 is your wealth. So if in terms of your health, probably you're not too well or too strong, I would probably recommend you looking at probably some less risk investment. Because if, trust me, to invest in, let's say, something really risky, and 3 days time or a month's time, realize that the value of your investment has significantly dropped, probably might even lead you to an early grave. So your health should probably shape your risk tolerance level. And secondly, your wealth. I mean, all things being equal, if you have a lot of money, you can afford to probably, let's say, in quote, gamble with some of the high risk investments. But if you are probably not too well doing, or probably you don't have so much money, it's important you play in the safe space. Because if, for example, someone has 100,000 Ghana cedis, they can probably afford to play with 10,000 Ghana cedis. But if you have 1,000 cedis, I'm not sure you are in a place to probably play with that amount of money. So it's important that our health and our wealth determines our risk tolerance level. Think about it, and hopefully it can help you shape where you and what you actually invest in. And the final thing that I want you to think about, the question I want you to think about is, what is the investment? What have I taken time to understand this investment? And that's what we call due diligence. You need to ask yourself the right question. Do I understand this investment? How is it being run? What are the fundamentals? Ask yourself, okay, even beyond that, even beyond the investment, who am I investing with? Which company am I investing with? Are they licensed by the SEC? I mean, it interests you that if you go beyond and you ask these questions, you might see that there's something probably wrong with this thing. And one thing I've realized is that if it's too good to be true, then it's probably not true. Don't chase high returns all the times. Focus on safety, and you can do this if you know if you do your proper due diligence. Ask yourself the right questions, and hopefully you don't fall to this get rich quick schemes where they promise you high returns, and before you realize your money is gone. Now I'll leave here a video here of the options you can probably consider if you want to invest. So guys, these are the 3 things that I wanted to share with you, or the 3 questions you need to ask yourself before you invest. Number 1, my objectives, my goals. Number 2, what's my risk tolerance level? And finally, what is the investment about? My due diligence. Do all of these things, and hopefully you make the right investment choices for 2021. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are new here, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything that I post on this channel. See you soon. Vamos.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier.
By using debit or credit cards,
Mobile banking.
Thank you. And your favorite, mobile money?
Tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects, and others right here on GhanaWeb TV.
This is Kita. While on a day trip with the party crew, we started with breakfast at the Good Life Hotel, which is located in Nada. They also have rooms available which cost around 200 Ghana cedis and above. After breakfast, we drove about 2 hours drive from Ada to Keita. We settled at a place called Villa Amor, which is about 2 minutes walk from the beach and which is very close to the Aborigines Beach Resort. Guys, you can't come to the Volta region and not eat banku. So why are you eating jollof? You eat there. The jollof is nice, eh? Okay, so he says you go for a second round. So you all are invited. I have here banku and oko. This is how it looks. This is very good. It takes an expert to do this type of okra soup. This is benma. They cheese like local okra soup. It's good. She's having jollof. You're also having jollof.
Yep.
Why are you not eating banku?
I'm not banku person.
You're not banku person. Okay. This is room 105. It comes with the TV, the fridge, and the washroom. This is their executive room. Everyone say hello to the owner of Villa Amor. Hello, Daddy.
Hi.
You have such a beautiful place. I enjoyed your meal.
Thank you.
So why the name Villa Amor?
Yes, Villa Amor because love is everything in this world.
Okay.
If you don't have love, you don't have passion.
Okay.
And we think with love, everything is possible.
Okay.
So we give the name love. Amore is love in the Italian word.
Okay.
And we say village of love.
Okay.
So the name love because we feel we all love each other.
Okay.
And love should be on top of everything we do.
Okay. Are you Ghanaian?
I'm a Ghanaian.
So how long has this place been in existence?
It's about 2 to 3 years now.
Okay. And how many rooms do you have in all?
Oh, I have 10 rooms for now.
Oh, okay. Yes. So guys, I visited their rooms and their rooms are very, very beautiful. Daddy, so I realized that when people come to Volta region, they always go to aborigines. They don't I wouldn't even want to come here because it's somewhere I wouldn't notice. But coming here for the first time has actually given me an eye-opener. Like, this place is really, really beautiful.
Yes.
So is there anything you would like to say to anyone watching this video?
Yes, Qatar is a beautiful place. There is a lot of things to explore in Qatar.
Okay.
Especially we have a beautiful beach and the people are very nice, very humble, lovely people. Yeah. So I will encourage more people to come to Qatar.
We also drove around the Kita Lagoon and settled on this place to take few pictures before ending the trip. This is currently the lagoon, Kita Lagoon. Come to Kita without visiting the beach, without seeing how beautiful the beach is. So we did a stop at a place called Emancipation Beach. And this is how the beach looks like. This is one of the beautiful beaches I've seen. It's so cold, guys. The atmosphere here. This trip was organized by Party Q, and this is the COO of Party Q. So she's going to tell us a bit about Party Q.
Okay, Party Q, we've been in existence since 2013. We are into domestic tours, and now we are adding some parts of Africa, Rwanda, Kenya, and Sao Tome. So for Ghana, wherever you want to tour, just contact us. When you tour with us, it's not just taking you to the website, the tour site. We make it fun. We party with you. That's how our name goes. It's Party Crew. So we party with you. We do Jama with you.
I've had fun.
We do so much for you. So you come. Let's pamper you. Let's treat you. Let's help you to enjoy Ghana and what we have. So yeah, follow us on Instagram, catch us on Instagram and on Facebook, the Party Crew GH.
So far, I've had fun from the bus. They gave us sopolo, plantain chips, local snacks, and like even before you get there, you're like already energized for the trip. And then we got there, we had brunch, we had lunch, we had
and the Jama. Talk about the Jama.
The Jama. Do you know what Jama is? They don't know what Jama is. Tell them. Jama is like singing, happy, drumming, like dancing,
having fun.
Yes.
So just follow us. Check like us on Instagram or Facebook, Party Crew GH.
Yes, sure.
And then you'll get to know much about our trips, and then you can join us.
Yes.
And
it's very affordable.
Yes, and it's affordable, and you'll be happy you did.
Yeah.
All right then.
So yeah, guys, you heard from herself, Party Crew. It was really an indeed a party experience I had, and we just ended at the beach in Keita, and it's time to go. I really don't want to go because Keita is home for me because I'm from here, and the beaches alone are like reason for me to keep coming here and all that. So yeah, until another time on my YouTube channel, you know how we always do it. This particular trip was fully sponsored by the Party Crew GH, and so yeah, follow them. I'll share their details in the description box. Until next time on my YouTube channel, I love you. You know you're my favorite person. Mwah, 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 mwah.
And principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
Of platform which will bring in more CEOs together on the one single platform, making it possible for the more interaction, and internally CEOs will be able to do more business and solve the issues as well, you know. As a power supply is a very important factor into the steel industry, so we've been having a few challenges, and we are in a talk with government authorities to sort out that issues, and we are confident in the near future this issue will be sorted out and will be out of this power problem what we are currently facing. At present we are producing at the 40% capacity, but we are sure in the near future, as a new dedicated line is coming, we'll be able to sort this issue once for all.
What's that one challenge that you think is in the steel sector that needs to be addressed?
I think supply of electricity without fluctuations. I think that is a more important aspect of it.
Okay. What about taxes, levies?
I think the products which we are able to produce right here in Ghana, we should put an immediate ban on importation of those products which we are able to produce, not only for the Ghanaian market but also for the West African market. So if we are able to put an immediate ban on that, that will be really good. It will give a boost to the industry, and we should put an immediate ban on non-ferrous of export also.
Okay, so basically ban on importation of steel because they are done locally?
Yes, they are produced in locally. Whatever the goods we are able to produce here, right here in Ghana, we should put an immediate ban on that one.
I must say that the bank is aware of the importance of businesses, particularly SMEs, in the Ghanaian economy, and is working with the Monetary Authority of Singapore on a Business Sans Borders project to enable SMEs in Ghana leverage digital technology to improve on their businesses as well as give them access to explore global market opportunities. In conclusion, I would like to assure CEOs that Bank of Ghana is very much aware of the changing times in our business environment and is continuing to monitor the evolution of new trends and will put in policy measures to ensure that we align with these new trends. We stand ready to continue to provide and build upon the requisite infrastructure needed for development and ensure smooth business operation, and we will make sure the policy environment for businesses is enhanced and fine-tuned in a post-COVID environment. A clear demonstration of the bank's commitment to these ideals is the establishment in 2019 of a FinTech and Innovation Office staffed with well-seasoned personnel to oversee an orderly development of growth of this burgeoning sector. I will encourage businesses to work conscientiously with banks and fintechs in the implementation of their digitization strategy. The Bank of Ghana will welcome any form of engagement with the industry to provide clarity on opportunities available in the banking and payments industry to assist businesses overcome the challenges of the pandemic and also reposition their operations for a post-COVID-19 environment.
But immediately you say, oh, I hope it's not that girl that you are going out with. That girl cry, you have not been checking her. That day, immediately you say it, immediately I get out, I'm like, hey, where is she?
They fuck. So it's like pam, 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 O2 man, can you saw you there? You don't even know. They're just exhausting their strength, but they are not really delivering anything.
No matter the age, when a man sees that he's going in for a younger lady, the man prepares himself. The man is fast. The kind of rounds, the kind of roles, the kind of styles he's going to even introduce you, the lady, into. You would ask yourself, oh, how did you do that? And at the end of the day, you will be calling him Daddy, Zazie.
Daddy. Every day is bedroom, off the light. You don't even see the panty she's wearing, no lingerie, no undressing. How about try the kitchen? How about get to know her love language so that you can foreplay her? You know, you're in the office, you're like, and I'm about Mary will say, you know, something. She's like.
Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown. I'm proud to be part of GhanaWeb Road Safety Campaign. Please do the right thing. Save a life. Brim.
Between January and February this year, over 500 Ghanaians have been killed in road accidents alone. This tells you the gravity of the problem regarding safety on our roads. As part of GhanaWeb's Road Safety Campaign, we are here to speak with the Director in charge of Education, Research and Training at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department under the Ghana Police Service. He's in the person of Superintendent Alexander Obeng. Mr. Obeng, thank you for speaking with us and for this entire partnership. But basically tell us, what at all does the MTTD do? What's the institution about?
All right. Thank you for the opportunity that has been established so strong between GhanaWeb as part of your 22-year anniversary in existence and Motor Traffic and Transport Department of Ghana Police Service, which has been here since 1952 as a result of the road safety problem that our forebears envisaged in terms of vehicle ownership, vehicle use by motorists and vehicle occupants and pedestrians, which enjoined every country, including the then Gold Coast and now Ghana, to come up with countermeasures, including safer road safety management systems, safer roads, safer vehicles, safer road users, and come up with certain healthcare measures and some sort of enforcement, which always results in passing of road traffic laws and regulations, which was done. And when that law was passed in 1952, Road Traffic Ordinance number 55, it imposed a public health and public safety responsibilities on Ghana, and the then administration handed same to the Interior Ministry and to the Ghana Police Force now service to collaborate with other stakeholders, now even with GhanaWeb, among other myriad of stakeholders, including National Road Safety Authority, the then Road Safety Committee, now Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, then VELD, among others, in order to ensure that public health and safety measures are improved upon, so that there will be maximized mobility with less risk of injury or death.
Sure.
And over time, we've been able to evolve from 1952 with the clear mandate to ensure that we enforce the road laws, ensure that vehicle owners are forthcoming with their responsibility towards vehicle maintenance and servicing and who to give to. We enforce to ensure that those who are handed with vehicles ensure that their vehicles are registered, their vehicles are given licenses to be on the road, like roadworthy, and they are also issued with valid insurance certificates and are embossed with vehicle registration numbers, and the drivers are trained and issued with appropriate, valid, authentic driver licenses, and we are out there to ensure that drivers comply with the best practice in terms of using their licenses to drive, in terms of their speeding behaviors, where to stop, how to follow, where to overtake, what to do when your vehicle get broken down. Our issues, among others, that we ensure that drivers are forthcoming, and even in terms of vehicle occupants, we ensure that they are on their restraint devices like seat belts, and those riders, both the driver and the rider, are also on their crash helmets, and all that it takes to also ensure that pedestrians also walk along the road on the left and then cross the road appropriately at safe crossing point are some of the responsibilities that are imposed on us, which we do every day. And also, in addition of ensuring that people comply, we detect an increased sense of apprehension among those who violate same. And those who violate them are arrested, processed, and put before court of competent jurisdictions. And at the end of the day, for example, as I have on my data, those that are convicted, same are published. And I can say that from January to February this year, 423 Ghanaians have been put before motor courts for various offences, In the process, the court has been able to adjudicate to finality and convicted 362 offenders, and 2 have been jailed, and the remaining, the court imposed court fines, summing up to 205,190 Ghana cedis, and same have been paid into the state coffers by these convicts.
This amount is for which people? Which people have paid this amount?
Those who were the 362
who were convicted.
Yes, who were convicted. The conviction somewhere were sentenced to prison. 2. The rest, fines were imposed on them, and I'll give you that. And I'm saying that this is part of what we do. We go beyond that. We use this same to sensitize the general public and share data on accidents, because we respond to accident scenes and investigate and produce appropriate information to appropriate entities, including the courts and the insurance entities. And we do it on a daily basis. And we also collaborate with other stakeholders to ensure that our work remains beneficial in terms of information sharing and capacity building, training, sensitization, publicity, so that where crashes are occurring, for example, we don't keep it in our books. We, on our feet, for example, this year, we will not wait till the end of the quarter. We will, as and when, cumulatively, will make the occurrences that are impacting on public health and safety available for people to also take safe remedial measures as individuals and as groups to protect themselves before the worst happens. Therefore, I'm not surprised that between January and February, what happened and what we shared, the general public and our publics are positively responding to it, and has also become part of our public discourse in terms of what to do in order to avert the seemingly increasing crash incidents and associated high deaths and morbidity, and then damage to property report that we've shared. So these, among other responsibilities or tasks that are imposed on us, and we do it to the best of our ability, given the available resources and the efforts on our part.
Okay. About that, you put out some statistics for just January and February, and it was very scary. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the first quarter, and we have about 517 people getting killed in road accidents. I mean, with everything that you're is it that this year alone, before the first quarter even draws to a close, we've recorded this high number of casualties?
I think, first of all, we should be very careful when we begin to use the word surprise, because when you look into the current recommended steps from 2020 to 2030 within the strategic development goals, that is called Sustainable Development Goals by the UN, particularly Goal 3.6 and 11.2, which relates to public health and safety, road crashes. And you look at the solution toolbox principle, which has to do with the safe system approach, which seeks to Vision Zero, that we should apply system so that human, environment, or road infrastructure and vehicles should interact in a way that will ensure high level of safety. And the principle that is